welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be showing you how I achieved this look. In my last video I focused mainly on makeup, but today I'm going to be showing you a little bit of my skincare routine and how I do my base. I achieved this full face by using some of my favorite products. I'm also going to show you guys in this video how I mix two different foundations. I'm going to show you how I mix them together to achieve the perfect complexion. I'm also going to explain why I mix them together. So if you're interested in learning a little bit more about makeup, I'm going to be sharing what I've learned over the years from practicing and doing makeup on myself. Subscribe to my channel so you won't miss a video upload from me. I'll see you guys later. So to start off, I really love to hydrate my under eyes as much as I can. So I had on my under eye mask patches. I leave them on for about 15 minutes and then I take them off and just put lotion all over my face. This step is important because as you can see, I'm really making sure that the product gets into my skin. I like to add another layer of hydration under my eyes with CeraVe. I put a little too much, but I like to wipe it off and put the rest on my hands. As I'm touching my face, I'm feeling for any textured spots. Sometimes the foundation doesn't sit right on our skin because we put product over a very dry or patchy area of skin. So that's why skincare is so important as the first step to a good makeup routine. After I added all these products to my face, I made sure to let them sit just for a little while just so everything can settle in. So next I go in with this primer by MAC. It is the oil control primer, and the reason why I'm doing this is because I want to minimize the amount of shine and oil that comes through in my T-zone. Granted, I've already added all those products so my skin is less likely to get oily, but I added that just as a next step. Brushing my eyebrows up. In this video, you're going to see a full eyebrow tutorial. I don't do much for them, but I'm going to show you how I achieve just my basic eyebrows. Really wanted to color correct for this look, and I skimp on this step, but I know for sure it makes a big difference in the way that your foundation turns out. So I color corrected around my mouth and under my eyes. I don't really have any acne scars, which is good, so I didn't have to do that. Blended everything in with a brush, and I made sure to go over it twice just so that everything was laying flat on my face. My next favorite step is the cream contour. I'm using a rectangle shaped brush in the darkest shade, and I'm going in on my forehead, the high points of my cheeks. I actually contoured underneath my lip, on the sides of my nose, and right on top of my lip. The next step is the foundation that I mentioned earlier that I mixed. So this is the shade Cadiz by NARS Sheer Glow Foundation formula, and I also mixed it with the shade Cameroon by Juvia's Place I Am Magic. The formulas were the same, and all I wanted to do was make a shade that would fit my face a little bit better. This foundation was everything. I would definitely use this combination again. At this point in the tutorial, we've pretty much gone over the basics of complexion. This is perfect if you just want to look put together, but you don't want to do too much. I've been trying a few different techniques for my brows. So in this technique, I simply wiped off the extra foundation just to make sure that that area was dry. I went in with a concealer that was closer to my skin tone right underneath, tried to get it as neat as possible. While that dried, I went in with a brush and blended in my under eye concealer. After that, I used a beauty blender just to blend in the edges of my concealer and my foundation and my contour together. Now on to the smaller parts of my face. I go in with a compact brush, blending brush. I do the bridge of my nose. Be careful with this because it can make your nose look wider if you don't blend it correctly. And I also go underneath my eyebrow. Next, I'm using an e.l.f. eyebrow pencil. This is double-sided. and I just really draw a straight line and I kind of extend the edges of my eyebrows. I'm making sure not to be too heavy-handed because I don't want my eyebrows to be super thick, and also the shade of pencil that you choose to use will make a difference. So this is not too dark, it's not a black pencil. Setting everything in with this setting powder, which is currently my favorite. Look how pretty that is. It gives you this nice yellow blurred effect. This is the Juvia's Place I Am Magic setting powder, and I put that all in the areas where my concealer is. And I actually set my contour as well. Well, it's technically a bronzer and not a contour for me, and I've been using those terms incorrectly. But moving forward, I will correct myself. So I'm setting my bronzer. Spraying my face before I start on my eyeshadow, I made sure to let everything dry just so I'm not applying powder on top of liquid. Went in with a fluffy brush. What I like to do is feather this out onto my cheeks a little bit, so that way when I apply my blush, my eyeshadow doesn't clash with what's on my cheeks. Next, going in with a smaller blending brush, and I'm adding a second transition shade on top of the red. This is a little bit darker, and I'm just slowly building my way down onto my lid, which I applied this green color. It actually is pink in the palette, but then when you swatch it, it has this iridescent green color to it. Some half lashes. This part went a little bit quick, so I didn't have time to really explain it the way that I wanted to, but we're pretty much reaching the end of the tutorial as I'm applying my eyelashes with tweezers. The finishing touches of this makeup look was applying this purple blush. I had seen that Fenty dropped a new purple blush, but I'm not completely sold that it will look good on my skin. So I went in on the back of my hand first before I tapped this onto my cheeks, just because I did not want to ruin this makeup look, you guys. If you put blush on top of all that work that you just did and it doesn't look good, you're either going to have to wipe it off or you're just going to have to take that L. Luckily, I used a really light application and it came out okay. Then I went in with the Fenty Diamond Balm. My last and final step is my lip combo. Simply 2 products that I always use, and yeah, then I was done. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you guys learned something. See you next time. Bye.